and took a whole Thanksgiving break in between making videos, man. I had to refocus, man. You know, the business done picked up a little bit. It's the holiday season. We sell good tea cakes over here. It's spelled just like that. You can go to the website, pick them up, man. Go order them some, ship them to your house. Ship them to your house. And you can get them too, and you can tell me that they awesome too. Best tea cakes in the world, man. That's how we do it. But anyways, I ain't read the Bible for a long time. And I said, let me come back, read a couple Psalms, man. And hey, man, if y'all hear the baby crying on my little monitor over here, I'm gonna have to go ahead, shut it down, and go get my girl, man, because she don't be playing about being left in the bed crying. So, anyways, let me get into this here reading thing, man. Of course, I got the monitor on, so if you hear some little old noise or whatnot, that's what it is. Anyways, we're reading Psalms. I'm going to read 127, chapter 128, chapter 129, and chapter 130. Why? Because I read them the other day and I was like, man, these are really good. Let me go ahead and read these out loud. So, anyways, this is chapter 127, chapter 128, chapter 129, chapter 130 of the Psalm. So, chapter 127 starts off by saying, if God doesn't build the house, well, you be doing everything else, man. If God not building the house, get on up out of there. If God doesn't build the house, the builders only build shacks. If God doesn't guard the city, the night watchman might as well take a nap. It's useless to rise early and go to bed late and work your worried fingers to the bone. Don't you know he enjoys giving rest to those he loves? Don't you see that children are God's best gift? The fruit of the womb, his generous legacy. Like a warrior, like a warrior's fistful of arrows are the children of a vigorous youth. Oh, how blessed are you parents with your quiver full of children. Your enemies don't stand a chance against you. You'll sweep them right off your doorstep. That's 127 of the Psalms. We're gonna go on over to chapter 128. All you who fear God, how blessed you are. How happily you walk on his smooth, straight road. You worked hard and deserve all you got coming. Enjoy the blessing, soak in the goodness. Your wife will bear children as a vine bears grapes. Your household lush as a vineyard. The children around your table as fresh and promising as young olive shoots. Stand in awe of God's yes. Oh, how he blesses the one who fears God. Enjoy the good life in Jerusalem every day of your life and enjoy your grandchildren. Peace to Israel. So let's go on over to chapter 129. We're still reading in the Psalms. They're kicking me around ever since I was young. This is how Israel tells it. They've kicked me around ever since I was young, but they never could keep me down. Their plowmen plowed long furrows up and down my back, but God wouldn't put up with it. He sticks with us. Then God ripped the harness of the evil plowman to shreds. Oh, let all those who hate Zion grovel in humiliation. Let them be like grass and swallow ground that withers before the harvest. Before the farmlands can gather in it, the harvesters get the crop. Before the neighbors have a chance to call out, congratulations on your wonderful crop. We bless you in God's name. It's like a thanks in advance. Like people been trying to kick you down and keep you down, man. This is thanks in advance. You already know your blessing coming. It's like a thanks in advance. Let's go on over to the last one I want to read, man, and I just kind of go do a little quick revision of what we just read. This is chapter 130 of the Psalm. Help, God. I've hit rock bottom. Master, hear my cry for help. Listen hard. Open your ears. Listen to my cries for mercy. If you, God, kept records on wrongdoings, who would stand a chance? As it turns out, forgiveness is your habit, and that's why you're worshiped. I pray to God, my life a prayer, and wait for what he'll say and do. My life's on the line before God, my Lord, waiting and watching till morning. Wait and watch until morning. O Israel, wait and watch for God. With God's arrival comes love. With God's arrival comes generous redemption. No doubt about it, he'll redeem Israel, buy back Israel from captivity to sin. Man, did you hear that? That's a really good. I was reading these the other day, man. I just like turning to the Bible, man, and reading what comes to the Spirit, man. The Spirit leads me in a certain direction. I like to go and read, man. But when I got to these here Psalms, man, I said to myself, man, I got to read this out loud. I got to read this out loud. Let me go back to 130, man. It was something in there that was really, really cool, man, that I read. And it was chapter 130, and it was verses 3 and 4. If you, God, kept records on wrongdoings, who would stand a chance? As it turns out, forgiveness is your habit, and that's why you're worshiped. Man, look here. When I started understanding what type of God I was praising, I know that if he kept a record on all of us, all of his children's wrongdoings, man, we would never stand a chance, bro. We be falling short of the glory a lot. But it says forgiveness is your habit. So we gotta, as you know, we minions on this thing, man. We just a small portion of God's big plot and plan. But forgiveness needs to become our habit as well, man. It's a lot of goofy people telling you you're not good enough. It's people that have been talking down to you your whole life, man. Forgiveness is your habit. Forget them people, move on. They don't know no better. They don't know you. So, yeah, man. Just as God makes forgiveness his habit, you make forgiveness your habit. I'm forgiving you for me, so I can move on. I don't have to worry about you no more. I done forgave you. I ain't got to keep sitting here going back and forth, jaw jacking with you, trying to make you love me, trying to force somebody to love me. I was speaking to a woman the other day, and she had not forgiven her mom. And I kept counseling her. She don't understand that what I was saying was, yeah, your mama might be wrong in this, but if you don't forgive her and move on, you gonna be stuck. Your mama is 75 years old. Your mama cooked. She ain't, your mama don't even want to learn nothing new. What are you gonna do when your mama gone and you ain't got nobody else to blame? But you gonna sit here after your mama gone and be like, man, my mama held me back. My mama ain't want me to go to college. I don't give a damn what the hell your mama ain't want you to do. Do it and show her she made a wrong decision betting against you. Do what God needs you to do. Now, let me go back to 127 because 127 is what really like stopped me in my tracks, man. And it's kind of like the first line. If God doesn't build the house. I did a video a while back talking about foundation. What is your foundation built on? What is the black culture? What is the black community, the African Americans? What is our foundation built on? And I spelled it out clearly up in there. But this is what people think they can do. This is what you do versus what God do. If God didn't build a house, the foundation is shaky. I could tell you that off the rip. The foundation is shaky if God didn't build a house. It's like you bought a plot of land. You went out there and you start taking a poop every day. And every day you smoothed it on out. You smoothed out the poop. So you go out there and you take your 2-3 poops a day and you smooth it out. And after a year or two, you smoothed out enough poop to have you a good foundation, and you built your house on top of that. And you wondering why flies and maggots and all this other stuff is inside your house, and your house carry a smell. And you wondering why. And you wondering why some rain that came and the poop didn't stand up like you thought it was, and now the foundation of your house is kind of leaning a little bit, and you looking like the look leaning tower of Pisa. That's what happens if God doesn't build a house. So that little thing, it said the builders only build shacks. When you build your thing in a God confidence, man, can't nobody tear it down, man. Can't nobody take you from a God confidence, man. Can't nobody shake you with shame. When you got God confidence, and when this house is built by God, I'm talking about your body. When your house is built by God, man, it's not built by another person's opinion of you, man. You cannot be shaken. That I can guarantee you. So when I read that, man, I was like, wow, that just one line is just so profound. And then it goes over, if God doesn't guard the city, the night watchman might as well nap. Hey, man, if God ain't protecting America, man, get on about your business. And you might want to start doing that any doggone ways. But if God is not protecting, if God is not the protector of your life, it don't matter how many guards you got around you. It don't matter about none of that. If God is not your protector, if God is not protecting this house right here, this body, go ahead and dig your own grave. A lot of people thought they was untouchable. A lot of cities, a lot of ancient cities in the past thought they were untouchable. You can read about all the mythology about all these different places who were, oh, our walls are impenetrable. Nobody can get through. And then when God left that place, them walls couldn't be high enough. The walls couldn't be high enough. And so what I'm saying is, if God doesn't guard the city, like I don't care, you have 1 million police in your neighborhood. If God is not guarding your neighborhood, your subdivision, wherever you stand at, your city, your town, what have you, go ahead and throw it away and get somewhere else. And so I thought these was just a little bit of profoundness, man, in these Psalms, man. It's a lot of stuff. People don't like to read Psalms because it's a lot of people just praying to God and people thanking God, and it's a lot of things up in there that you can read, but it's a lot of good fruit up in here. So I just wanted to read that, man. Again, we're reading from the Message Bible. We read Psalm 127, Psalm 128, Psalm 129, and also Psalm 130, man. I hope y'all appreciated me reading today, man. My hope and prayer for you is that you go and read these words yourself. And hopefully it helps you start building your house over again if you haven't built your house, man. And that you learn forgiveness and get on from that goofy people and they goofy theories on you. Peace out, man. Peace out. Have a great night. Peace out.